Live your life within the moment. And don't go wait until the morning. You never know when it is over. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night away.
Hi everybody and welcome back to Disney with the Gregorys.
Yeah, and this video is our little review of our latest experience at PYM Kitchen.
Yeah.
In the Avengers campus area.
Yeah, at Disneyland Paris. If you
Yes, of course,
yeah. We went there back on our November trip. We went there it was about 6 o'clock, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because I think it is all day from lunchtime. So ours was 6 o'clock.
Managed to get a booking.
Yeah, I was on the booking
about
thing.
1:30 in the morning.
Yes.
So.
Yes, it was. I think it's 30 days. Or 60 days that it opens up before the holiday. So we were actually must be 60 days because we were on our holiday in September.
Well, when you did it.
And I was in the middle of the night trying to get this booking.
Yeah.
So it's just the two of us because even though Sue came with us on that holiday, she didn't want to go to PYM Kitchen. She has like dietary requirements and quite often at the buffets they do.
Yeah, well, especially this one. Yeah, the food's a little different and she's a fussy eater like me as well. That's probably where I get it from.
But, yeah, and we also watched Becky and Lloyd, and she's gluten free, and at a lot of places she can't even eat very much, can she? So
no, not too much.
Yeah,
it's getting better. They have said.
Yeah, but she was just like she went to Planet Hollywood. Yeah.
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 Oh, my mum?
Yeah, your mum went. Yeah,
I thought you were
Planet
about
Hollywood
Becky Lloyd. I was trying to think from a video.
No.
Yeah, my mum did, and that's when she went there. Yeah, while we were here.
So it was
Totally
€42 each per adult. And let me just check what it is for an infant. It's €30 for an infant.
Is it still 42 now? Because they updated.
That's what it says on their website.
There? Oh, right, okay, yeah.
So it's €42 and you get a cold drink or mineral water included, and then with the child you get a water or a Minute Maid orange or apple or milk.
We can put a picture of this up for you to see as well. So you can look at other things.
So what did you think, Simon? Well, let's
back to our bad experience.
Should we go through the categories?
Last couple of holidays.
Because I've got theming first. What did you think of the theming?
Oh, theming's really cool.
Yeah.
I must admit that's proper good because it's those of you who don't know or haven't seen other people's vlogs that are a lot more popular than we are.
So it's based on Ant-Man, isn't it?
Yeah, based on Ant-Man, and it is really cool. I should have recorded. I don't think I've recorded in there. There's like screens above the food area, and it kind of goes through and it either enlarges or shrinks. And
I think we have got that.
It just carries on going along. If we have, we'll put that in now for you to see a bit while we're chatting over it.
Yeah, so we'll insert here. Before we start going on, I've recorded sort of going into the restaurant, and then you did a tour of the food, didn't you?
Yeah.
So we'll put that in here now, and then we will let you know our thoughts.
Quick interruption to remind you to hit that subscribe button.
And don't forget to like the video and click the notification bell so you're notified of all our upcoming videos. chicken and mushrooms.
Yeah.
Jambalaya, sesame salmon,
Oh yeah.
massive burger, and then a corn dog. I think Simon's got the same on
Pretty
his.
much the same, except I haven't got the corn dog.
What's that?
Oh, that's pork loin slice.
And our massive pretzel. We're just waiting for drinks. So, yummy! Another little plate with some salads, boiled egg, mini camembert, mozzarella balls, some pasta. Simon's just gone for some mini gherkins.
A real mini plate.
Real mini plate, a little child's plate. Red velvet cake, some kind of pecan pie and a mystery dish. What have you got?
No name on that. This is the maxi donut, a mini donut, and a mixed fruit tartlet. Is it
Well, tartelette.
tartlet? Yeah. Tart, yeah. I know.
Basically.
Welcome back.
So you really like the theming.
Oh yeah,
And
it
I
was
did
really
too.
good. And the whole Avengers campus is pretty cool.
Yeah, and I think the outside, the inside, just the whole theming of like
Yeah.
the massive food, the small food. There were some things on the website, because there were some things that we probably both didn't try. But you know, there's things like the huge, like the salad, the Caesar salad with like the massive croutons. Then you
Yeah.
have like a bit of a massive burger or the little burgers. And I think that's really
Although
cool. isn't it?
I did find, obviously you can still pick it up, but that's all classed as like the children's or infants, they called them in Paris. So all like the mini burgers, it was all for the kids aimed at.
So
really.
what, the adults were meant to have the bigger one?
I think so. That's why they called it that. I don't know. It should just be. I think you have what you want. Obviously, the adults, as I say, were having the mini burgers as well, because they did look pretty
The
cool. and fun.
subatomic
There was something
burgers.
else. Yes, subatomic. And there was other smaller things as well like that.
So yeah, we
Which they did in
one
the
thing
kids
that we
section.
didn't try is any of like the cocktails or mocktails and stuff, but we'll come on to
No.
that with the food.
Yeah.
So yeah, so the theming was really, really good. Yeah, and like you said, there's like videos going on. It's all very interactive. I think it would keep kids entertained.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the table you also have like a colouring
which I forgot to pick up
activity.
because I wanted to keep that just for like you to put in a scrapbook
a
or something.
memorabilia.
I'm really gutted I forgot it. I made sure I kept it all clean, didn't drop any food either.
Yeah, and you get a massive like pretzel on your table, don't
Yeah,
you,
you do,
as
yeah,
well,
free of charge.
free, yeah. So yes, the theming was absolutely great. I'm really impressed with that. Food.
Well, the food was nice. I've got to say that.
Yeah, no, I think there
But-
was quite a good range of food, wasn't there? There was.
Yeah.
But I think we
You
started
would've just
backwards.
Seen... No, I don't think so.
Because we
Well,
did
from what
go
you
from
just
like
watched,
the salad.
no, because the plates are there.
Well, I suppose by the
I went to where the
warming plate,
plates were
yeah.
and went along. So I didn't show the desserts. It was really busy when I was up there recording. Like I couldn't even get close, like through people. And when we went back to get ours, loads of it was empty. They needed to redo it, so we didn't actually record that. You would
Yeah.
notice, but I forgot what I was going to say.
The
Totally
food
lost.
was good.
Oh, the food was good. Yes,
Good range of food.
It was a good range of food. The only problem is, which is kind of a big deal, I guess, to me anyway, was it could have been a combination of a few things. Where we're sitting, as you just walk in, we were at a table of two right on the end and the right here,
And
so
it was
right
November.
by the door.
So every
Yeah,
time the door
November.
opened, it was really cold.
Yeah, not for us too much to sit in, but you could feel the cold breeze coming in. We didn't need a coat on or anything like that, silly. But so the problem was, what I'm getting to an hour later, is the food. Once we collected our food, the plates weren't overly warm. We went to sit down and eat it. It was honestly, unfortunately, stone cold.
Or lukewarm. You know, it just wasn't
A couple
that
of
great,
things, yeah, could have been lukewarm. But I had a slice of the giant burger, which is kind of in the middle of the way. It was absolutely stone cold.
And the food's under heaters, and the plates were in
It is, but it's
heaters.
right opposite the door, and there's nothing in
Yeah.
front of it. So this cold breeze was actually going straight onto that. So
We should have asked to move.
I
I'm
think,
sure they would have moved.
Well, I
us.
think with the giant burger, it's already been cut into. So obviously the
Yeah.
edge, even though it's under the big hot lamp, the edge may get cold, and once it's been cut, those edges may get slightly cold too.
And then we're in a
So-
wind tunnel.
Yeah, I mean, if there was a lot of people having lots of slices, it was fine, but not many people did. I was the
Yeah.
only one when I was up there saw that had some.
Yeah.
Because they cut it for you.
So it was just a bit of a shame, I think.
Yeah, it did ruin the experience quite a bit for me because of the price of it all.
It's not cheap, is it?
No, that's the thing. We're probably going off our list now.
No, I'm still on food.
Okay, mentioning price, but we've done that. But obviously, because of the price of it, getting back, and it was, yeah, if not stone cold, very lukewarm. I mean, we still ate it, obviously. We had to.
And it was nice tasting.
Yeah, it did taste
just
nice,
would have
that's
been
what I mean,
a lot
like,
nicer
it's
if it had
food.
been warmer.
So, sun in
But
it
we
now.
never had that experience really with kind of Hunter's Grill at Sequoia.
Even the previous all you can eat that was there before, can't actually remember the name of that now. It was so long ago. We put it up if we can find what it was. we went there with my sisters once.
Something
that
to the
was really
stars, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. Well, you and I, we put it up.
Again, that was really nice, and we didn't have any problems there. I just do think it was where we were sat
and
as well.
the time of year, unfortunately, the breeze coming in.
Yeah.
It did ruin it a little bit.
Just a bit of a shame, because of the money, and it's just it wasn't cheap. But yes, and we didn't. So like I said, we didn't try any of like the cocktails. I know there's some really cool cocktails that you can get where you can kind of like mix them.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, we had made a bit of a mistake with our lunch as well, hadn't we?
We had it a little late.
We had a late lunch. We had a big lunch. We ate at Cowboy Cookout.
Yeah.
And so I think we only had 3 hours between that and going to PYM Kitchen. So we probably also were a bit full. But I think also we kind of weren't in the mood to be like trying all the different things. I don't know.
That's where Becky eats a lot more than I do. There was a few things I did
A range
branch
of
out and
food.
try,
Let
which I
me
did
just-
like.
I eat a more broad
Yeah,
range.
sorry. Yeah, it makes more sense.
Not
doesn't
like I
it?
eat like an animal. Well, that too. But, Simon's a little bit more... You're not... I don't know, I think you're a fussy eater.
I'm not on fishy things. I like to try, but there was a few dishes there. I did like it, as I say. I did like it.
But I think...
Yeah, your
Sequoia-
family naturally just love fish
Yeah.
meals, so you can quite easily go to the fish bar sort of thing,
Yeah.
whatever it's called.
I don't think there was as big a range as there is at like the Sequoia all you can eat.
No, there wasn't.
There's so much there.
Yeah.
So many,
What's your thing for? Yeah, carry on.
food.
Yeah, no, I was thinking next. I was going to say something else.
Oh, no, I just think at Sequoia there's so much different, and
It's a lot bigger.
from, I don't know, chicken nuggets and chips
Well, it's a lot
to
more
bolognese
child
to
friendly,
different
yeah. So there's
meats.
things like that. Obviously, there's nothing like that. It's kind of
There's a massive cheese board section,
Yeah.
pancake making, waffles, loads of different kind of desserts. I
As
mean,
well
we
as
did go
yogurts
to the
and things
cheese
like that.
section.
I mean, I wasn't expecting that. Obviously, it's a bit nicer food. It's all themed and aimed at.
I think it's the same price as Sequoia.
Well, it's the same price.
Yeah. So leading on to value for money. Compared
See, it's
to other
hard.
places, like I said, I
It
think
does.
that
It did ruin it for me, being cold.
yeah.
But even with the, as you say, the food selection, everything taken into account, it's a little overpriced. I think it's because it's all.
And I think it's
obviously
experience,
new, Avengers
maybe.
Campus, yeah, a lot of it as well.
At places like Sequoia or Santa Fe, or there's a buffet at Cheyenne as well, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
There's no like huge theming to it, so
No, except
it's
for the room. Yeah, the food isn't.
yeah. So the
themed.
restaurants aren't
Well,
hugely
no, do you know what? We
themed.
tell a lie because Cheyenne is a little bit.
Well, like with the wagons and stuff.
Well, even the food.
Carts.
I remember it being slightly different selection to like the Hunter's
Yeah.
Grill, Sequoia. So there are some minor changes, but obviously PYM Kitchen we're talking about is very different.
Yeah, it's all about the
And
massive
obviously
food,
the big, the
small
small
food,
food.
that
That's
kind of thing.
good. But yes, the value for money overall for me, I would say is a little expensive. If you have. I came away overall disappointed.
Also,
so, yeah,
I think
I've
also
gotta say that, really.
because of where we were sat.
I am defending them a bit because I did like it. It is
Yeah,
good.
and I wouldn't say people don't go there. I
No,
think we had a
definitely not.
unique experience.
Yeah.
And I think, looking back, could we have asked to have moved? Probably, and I think they would have moved us. If we were sat in a different section, I think it would have been completely different because it was cold. I did have to put on like another one of my like jumpers back on because it was cold sat
did
there
you?
on the
Oh,
door.
so I didn't
Because
take it
you were
off.
like, well, it was on your back, I think, and I was getting
Yeah.
it kind of on the front. So I think that you know, it's not like we're saying it, you know, it's rubbish, don't go there. I think that everyone would have
don't
a
want to sound
different
too
experience.
negative. That's
yeah.
the thing. Is,
And also,
just our
I don't
experience
think we
was
were in the
bad.
mood that day or had the time to kind of really sit there. I mean, you could sit
Well,
there for a
that's
good
what I was
couple of
gonna say
hours and
next.
keep going up and down.
Well, I
and
don't
like,
think so.
Really? Do you think
No.
they were kind of rushing you
Yeah,
out?
the staff were flat out running around, and I did feel a little rushed. Not directly, you know, they weren't coming up. God, my stomach's rumbling. Sorry if you heard that. they weren't. Yeah, they weren't
Lunchtime.
talking about food. Yeah, they weren't coming up and like, oh, can I take that? Take that. You know, feel like
Yeah.
they're taking your plate away or something. You know.
Or maybe you just have to ignore that. and
Yeah, I
take
guess
your
you
time.
just have to go when you want.
And you know, and I think, you know, if you with a buffet, I mean, there's only so much you can eat, and I suppose you might want to go up and get your starters. There was pastas, there was salads,
Yeah.
there was, you know,
Yeah, you
like
can do it in
prawn
stages.
cocktails and
We had a
things.
little bit of everything, so didn't we?
Yeah,
On the same plate.
and then obviously there was kind of like the main meals, the burgers, the kind of corn dogs. There was like a jambalaya, things like that, like a pork or a chicken and like a
Yeah.
white wine sauce kind of thing, which you'll probably see as Simon goes through it. And
Yeah,
then there
well,
was
you
the
would have seen
cheese
already.
section.
Showed
But again,
me.
it looked like there was more cheese, but when you actually went up, it was just only a couple of cheeses.
Yes, there's other things that look like cheese. They weren't. I can't remember
Looked
what
like
was
cheese,
that.
but
See, I
weren't
didn't-
cheese.
Yeah, because
But
I
I
didn't
think it was
record
the
that, I can't
same.
look
It
back
looked like
now.
more of a selection, but it was only
did.
like two
Yeah.
types. It was the same. So I think there was like a cheddar, and then there was like mini camemberts,
Yeah.
wasn't there? And then there was like the dessert selection.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I think compared to like somewhere like what's it called? It's called
Hunter's Grill.
There's so much on
Yeah.
offer.
You
But I
definitely don't
think
feel
we're
rushed
spoilt
there.
from
you can
going
take as
there.
long as you want and go up and down.
Yeah. So
Because we've
you
eaten
know.
there a couple of times.
So
Stomach
that
is
is
really
value
hungry.
for money. I think
What's next?
that, well, I mean, to be honest, just quickly on value of money, I think that all the buffets are quite expensive.
Yeah, they are.
But then I suppose they have to cover the wastage.
Yeah.
Because how many
A lot of people
people
do
would
do
go
that.
up, fill their plates, get back and eat half of it?
Yeah. I mean,
So-
we know some people that are like that. Fill the plate up, don't eat half it. I'm quite the opposite.
I couldn't
unfortunately.
finish all my desserts though. I wanted to try a few different ones, but I
that's
did
true.
have to leave
Not that
one.
they were big, but yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, but leaving one's okay. I mean, some people do leave.
a lot.
Yeah, we've seen
Yeah.
in other ones. that I
There
like
was
Sequoia.
there was plates being
There's-
taken away from tables, basically like they were piled up.
Yeah, they're literally stuffing themselves full.
So I think that's why, isn't it? I mean, if you
Yeah.
go to a restaurant, you just pay for a dish. They've catered for that amount of food and what goes into
Yeah.
it, but with a buffet, they have to obviously account for wastage. So
They probably
I
make a
suppose
lot
that's
of money
why.
on the children, even though it's a little cheaper, because they're not going to eat nowhere near as much as an adult.
oh, absolutely
If you haven't
not.
eaten much all day and saved yourself
I
for
think
that,
that is expensive for a child. I think it should be something like 20 something euros.
it would be better. They're not going to eat too
Not that
much.
we have children, but
No.
you know. Service. I would say the service was good.
Yeah.
We got seated quite quick, didn't we? We
Got seated quite quick. As soon as they find your reservation, yeah, there's always a table free.
There's always a table by the door.
So, yeah, it's because it's
Do.
obviously reserved. There is it kind of always looks half full in there, just for ready for people to
Arrive,
arrive.
yeah.
There's always something for all different size groups.
Yeah, so yeah, we got seated really quickly. The gentleman explained about all the food.
Yeah.
He explained about if we've got, sorry, I just need to move, my leg's gone down. He explained if we've got any dietary requirements that he could bring over a card that would explain what, for food.
Yeah.
And I think actually at some restaurants, one of the chefs actually come out and shown people what they can and can't have. I don't know if that was
right.
Becky and Lloyd again
might be.
at I want to call it Crystal Palace, but that's in America. At where do we
know
have
what you're thinking
breakfast?
there.
Character breakfast.
Oh, Plaza Garden.
That's it. I think they did that with at Plaza Gardens, or the person walked around. And so I think that's really good if you're not sure. So yeah, the service was really good. Would we go again? We've got differing opinions on this.
Yeah, it's split. You probably know my answer.
Simon
But I
feels
want
very
no.
strong. So Simon's saying no.
Nope.
I have said not anytime soon. There are probably other places I would prefer to try that we've never been before, or like ones that we know we've been to and just always been happy with.
Yeah, even other restaurants and that. I'm sure you've all got your go-to don't let you down. Always nice, the same.
I need to find
Depending on how
someone
much
that's going to
you
go to Agrabar Cafe with me. So if anyone's going in
See,
Feb,
that's
wants a dinner buddy, because that's a bit out there for you, isn't it? Sort of that Moroccan-y,
that's the sort of food. Yeah, I'm not too keen on.
Yeah. So.
But it probably would be a waste of money for me. Even though I would try some, if I don't like it, I'll just feel disappointed.
Yeah. Let down.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would go back, but I think what I would do is if we went back, I would ask for a table if it was in the winter, not by the door.
Yeah.
I think in the summer, obviously, it would be completely different. And I don't think it was bad. I don't think the service was bad. I don't think the food was bad. I don't think the price is that bad considering what we just said about.
No, I mean, it's no
food
more
and
than all the
things.
others, is it? So it's just a place. Whatever food you
But
like.
I think
and
some
a
of
theme
the
and
experiences,
take it
like
into
the
account.
mocktails, like the drinks, obviously you have to pay extra for that. So
Yeah.
we weren't really kind of like fussed about paying more than we had paid already.
No, and I say we were staying at David Crockett's, so you couldn't try anything.
I could have had a
alcoholic.
mocktail, but
You
yeah.
could have had the mocktail.
But, you know, do I want to pay €15 for a mocktail?
But when I've eaten
Not
that
sure.
much, I don't know if I want lots of beer or cocktails either. Anyway,
No,
not
so
not
what-
straight away.
I'll have to let you know.
Yeah.
I'm kind of trying to. I was going to try and convince people to maybe try the one at Sequoia when we go in February, hopefully.
Well, I think most people will. So my mum, it wasn't too keen like this time. So I think we should be able to go
Some
there.
chicken nuggets will be fine.
Yeah.
She likes fruit. Well, she's
Fruit?
diabetic. She's
What
diabetic.
do you want for dinner? Fruit salad.
Do you want to pay €40 for a bowl of fruit? She's diabetic, so she has to be careful about what she eats. And certain things she can't eat, some
Yeah.
things she can't eat too much of. So,
And she doesn't. She has a tolerance to buttery things, I think, as well, doesn't she?
Yeah, sort of.
She doesn't,
Yeah,
well, she doesn't really
butter.
like cooked butter. She doesn't have butter at all. But so anything cooked in butter, it's always
Yeah, I like,
unsure. Some of the staff, when we have asked at other places, like, I don't think so.
Yeah, but I suppose you could ask. There must be the ingredients
yeah.
thing, because I remember before when we went. Sorry, we're getting
Just a
on
case
to
of asking.
allergens
Yeah,
now.
this is not PYM Kitchen.
No, this isn't. But I know that there are obviously the allergen menus everywhere,
Yeah.
and I remember when we were in
Just
Casey's
gotta
Corner
ask.
before. Someone was there was a little boy that was allergic to peanuts. They had to check it wasn't peanut oil
Yeah.
and things like that. So they have all that information on hand. But I know that a lot of some of the food, like the sandwich I had at the deli, is now like a brioche bun.
Yeah.
So that obviously has butter in it, so you can't have that and things. So but yes, so I think that we want to keep trying new places
Yeah, of
to
course. It
eat.
doesn't put me off. It's just-
And ones we've been to before, and we'll
shame.
do. No,
It's a shame.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, we try new
I
ones.
think it's a shame because we were
Interrupt
quite excited about it, and we wanted to do
We
this
were.
review for you. And I think that it's just the coldness let it down. But I'll see if I can get him back.
you. Maybe. Who knows?
Kicking and screaming.
It's not that bad.
No, it's not. And hopefully we'll have more reviews for you.
Yeah.
If you don't already, follow our Instagram page,
Yep.
because when we're out and about at Disney, we do Instagram a lot
Yep.
of our kind of lunches and stuff, don't we? And so we put that on there, just what we're eating, prices and things like that, so people know what's there and, out and about.
Yeah. To keep updated.
Yeah, and if you have anything that is your favourite food at Disney, let us know, because we're always looking for things to try.
Sure.
Like those gorgeous chicken strips.
Yeah, nugget
Cafe
strips.
de la
God, they were
Brousse.
So good. I was really surprised at them.
Yeah, they were really nice, but
Yeah,
again, they were
nice
from
snack.
someone else's video that we saw.
Yeah, Aiden Lisa.
No, it wasn't. It was that
Oh,
girl.
Oh, was it Mummy of Four?
No.
Oh,
We'll put it down below.
Oh no, I know who you mean. Yeah, I do know who you mean. I can't remember her name off the top of my head.
We'll put it down below.
We'll put it below.
But we watch all those people as well.
Yeah,
So.
There's too many. I'm confused.
Who?
Who's done this?
Yeah, so let us know your favourite food, and we'd love to try it and give our review.
Yeah.
Give old Picky Eater's review over
Yeah.
here. And thank you for watching.
And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.